Hello, friends and knife nerds. This is the Sencut Praktisk. Yeah, that's a tough one to say, Praktisk, but it's actually a pretty nice knife. We have the usual micarta scales on this version. There is also the standard Sencut black cheat 10 and satin finish blade, and then the the Civivi / Sencut green micarta, of course. And yeah, that's what this is. Now the pocket clip is a nice thin metal. This thing slides in and out of the pocket really nicely. Not too much tension on it. It is deep carry and it is reversible. You got a lanyard hole back here. Got a couple of standoffs. Just one at the bottom there and one right here. We got T8 hardware pretty much everywhere except the pocket clip. I believe that is T6. It might be T8. Looks like it might be T8. T6, actually, it's T6. Okay. So, it is a flipper. And you have a bit of chimping right there. Let's see how she flies. Slap. That is nice. It's a good sized knife. That feels good in hand. Even with that flipper there, that's not enough of a finger choil. It's just a sharpening choil, a little rounded. But even like there's enough room on this handle. It's a nice handle length, so that you can fit your whole hand in there and not really, having to choke up because there's not enough room on the handle. And we have a little bit of jimping right there. The thumb studs are nice. They nicely placed, and a fire straight up will release it. You don't have to push out or at a weird angle, so that's nice. Almost a full flat grind, just a tiny little spot up at the top that's not. Now, for blade steel, we're talking 9CR 18 MOV, the very typical but nice stainless. I don't know what kind of coating that is. I should have checked. I don't know. I'm sorry, folks. I don't know if it's PVD. Feels PVD-ish. But I'm not positive. All right, let's get some details on the measurements here. We have 3.6, I would say. 3.6-inch blade, which is a nice EDC length. And then overall, we're looking at about 8.3-ish. 8.2, 8.3 for the overall length. So that's a nice size EDC. No wonder. I want to know. I want to know what this handle is, because this handle feels longer than most. I could be mistaken, but my hand really fits in there very well. We're looking at 4.7 inch handle. So that is a good size handle. Hand feels really comfortable. This finger falls really nicely, and it allows you to get up and kind of fold it almost completely over the knife and back into your palm, which really allows for some good grip. The overhand is good. The action, really snappy. They have just excellent action. I think it runs on caged bearings. And we have milled out stainless steel liners that are coated here. Really good lockup, almost 100%, I would say. Let's check out the centering on the blade. For those that are interested, it looks pretty well centered. Yeah, this is a pretty creative. Man, that action is smooth. Caged bearings. And she is a really impressive knife. I mean, you're really looking at a $39 knife, folks. And that thing will last you as long as you need it to. It's not going to just break down on you. This is a knife that'll last you a very long time and a lot of years. Let's put a couple comparisons up here. Some of my favorites from Sencut. The Watuga. What a great Warncliffe. That is an amazing value. This knife goes for like 30 bucks in most places. And then another one of my Sencut. What's the difference? Favorites, the Glide Strike. So here are 3 really nice knives. And you can kind of get an idea as we put them pivot to pivot. Right about there is pivot to pivot. And yeah, the Glide Strike is the largest, but I mean, the Praktisk isn't that much shorter. It's probably a 1/2 inch shorter at most. And then the Sencut Watuga is just a little bit smaller than that. So there are 3 really impressive knives if you're looking. But for the Praktisk, I think it's going to be a nice member of the family. That drop point is just, I mean, it's a very classic shape here with a big full flat grind. This is going to be a very useful, inexpensive workhorse of a knife. You could, I mean, I'm not saying take it out in the yard and beat it up, but as far as EDC usage goes, this thing will be fine. Just sharpen it once in a while when it gets a little dull. Stick it on the strop first, and I think this knife will last you quite a while. Well, thank you, friends and knife nerds, for watching. I will see you guys next time.